Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live session with Vijay. He is almost in the last month, that is Tripura Sundari month, and he has almost completed the 18 month sadhana. And we are here to understand his experience from Uchishta Ganapati till Mahavidya Tripura Sundari. So we are gonna learn from him what he has gone through, his learning from the deities, and also we are gonna understand how he has navigated his life throughout this journey. Vijay, can you explain to us like what all you experienced in these months and how it has affected your life?
Sure. Thank you, Aditya, and hello, everybody. Really grateful to be here, going through the 18 months. As you said, the experience have been very profound, very difficult to describe it in words because sometimes what you feel is very hard to explain. But I'm sure all the sadhakas who are going through this are experiencing it themselves,
Mm,
from the physical, astral, causal, that journey of every time when we go through that initiation, that experience really, as we go through different stages, um, you I have found experiences that has collaborated into the initiation, what I have done, what I go through. And every time when the initiation of the new mantra happens, that month we experience something very different, related to that particular chakra. To me, especially going through this journey, I have experienced it's very profound, very difficult in terms of experience to share, but I can confirm and tell that the journey has been very, very, very um, spiritual in a way that it has changed me from where I was to where I am now in this 17-month program. Yeah.
mm. And also, you told that you are in a temple, right? So, which temple are you in right now?
So it's the Vishnu temple. It's a Guru Ayappan
Mm,
visited this temple.
mm,
So uh, one of the things I've been doing before this joining this program was also to come here and do seva.
mm,
I help out the priest here at the temple. So today being the first new year, I
mm,
with a live program, they asked me to come earlier, so I didn't want to miss the calling of Bhagavan, and at the same time, I
mm,
also didn't want to miss the calling of the Guru. So
mm. Okay. You're in the temple room then?
correct,
Okay. So, this is Guru Ayappan temple, right? That where
Guru Ayappan
Bhadrakali,
temple.
Bhadrakali
Correct.
is. Okay.
So there
Um,
is Vishnu.
mm,
There are few Pradishta devatas here. There is Vishnu, then there is Ayyappan, then there
mm,
is Ganapati, and then there is Bhadrakali, like you
uh,
remember, and
yeah.
Shiva. Uh,
Yeah. You showed in your house one a beautiful Krishna. Do you remember?
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
So that now it has become very popular here in India. That POP, I guess, no, the POP wala Krishna. It comes in like different sizes now. Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Around
Mm,
the time, so there were to really specify on the experience. I'll just mention three. One would be when we started the Ganapati. Um,
mm,
and Uchishta Ganapati was the time when
mm,
the first time when we were talking when I was initiated. I really
mm,
felt it was the big change in my life which started off. After that, the changes were like if I am to measure it, the next one was Krishna, which was also one of the most impact changes. And then when you told me that he was talking to you, I could not experience it because I was, I think, in the first few months of the sadhana. But when I
mm,
when it was the fourth month of Krishna sadhana, that's exactly when I started feeling that conversation happening myself.
mm,
Uh, and again, subtly, he would pass the message. Subtly, some things would come to the mind, and then it would happen. Likewise, after that, when I went into the mm, Vishnu, that is
mm,
also one of the Bhagawans that is very closer to me. That is also that point of time, also coming to the temple was really getting that kind of experiences.
mm.
So
So which month was the most enjoyable for you? Like out of all the 18 deities?
Krishna was the most enjoyable,
Mm,
and that was the most enjoyable one because he's one of my Bhagwans that I've been very much since childhood. I've been very much
mm,
associated with, and after that Vishnu, and then
mm,
Ganapati.
mm. And also in your D20 chart, what was the Ishtadevata?
It was Devi, Bhadrakali. Yeah.
Oh, Bhadrakali. Okay. So how is your experience with the mother versus the experience with Krishna, Vishnu, Shiva?
So the Shiva Tattva and the Devi Tattva, very nice. You asked asked this question because um, whenever the initiation of the Shiva Tattva happens, that's more about the big change, and the change is more about sometimes trying to get into that. Let's talk about the month of Krishna. The Shiva Tattva, the Krishna. Of course, to get into that particular mode, Krishna comes in and he puts you through so much. It's a difficulty, right? But it is not difficult.
Mm,
It is that the different points where you realize that he's opening up the heart chakra, right? He's opening up that
mm,
heart, that initiation where you start feeling empathy for people. Then comes Devi, and when Devi comes, things happen so seamlessly. And
mm,
to me, Devi has been my Paradevta has been Devi, which is my Kudma, from from our side. And
mm,
I could not. I always wanted to see how I can channelize and get to the Devi Tattva because Krishna has
mm,
been my favorite god all the while. But
mm,
somewhere, um, you know, I've slowly Krishna is the one who has helped me get closer to Devi. In my
mm,
D20 chart, Bhadrakali is the one who is the Devi, but he's the one who has been the main catalyst. So now, um, Devi is the one who actually I'm very much worshipping, even at
mm,
the temple. Even while today, this morning, that is the Bhadrakali, that this temple has Bhadrakali Murti. So, her mother is the one I was actually worshipping. So, in a
mm,
way, Krishna got me closer to mother. So,
mm,
as I said, every time when a Shiva Tattva happens, it's just a way to get into that
mm,
the Devi Tattvam from all these different
mm.
chakras.
Yeah, so you're telling that Shiva Tattva teaches us how to experience the
Correct.
love of the Devis.
Mother. Yeah, correct.
And you also recommended me to go to Mukambika temple in Kollur, and we visited there. That is Mukambika, along with the Moolasthana, that is Kodachadri Hill. It was a very beautiful experience, beautiful hill in Kodachadri. The jeep ride was very like a roller coaster only of Houston. It was a jeep ride. Almost we were falling like from the jeep. So huge stones here and there, and the driver is very skilled enough to take us to that Moolasthana from. Um, that is down of the hill, and a very beautiful experience. We saw Adi Shankaracharya's murti there at the top of the hill, and in the middle there is something called Ganapati Guha. Uh, yeah, there we went and we meditated for a while in the Ganapati Guha, and it was very um, deep. That is, when we entered the cave of Ganapati, it was as if we entered some other realm. Like all the surrounding that wind, it was a lot of wind was coming, and suddenly when we entered the guha, the all that wind, everything, all animal noises, bird noises stopped, and it was as if we entered some samadhi state in that cave. And also, one tourist guide mentioned that from the Ganapati Guha, there is a way towards Kollur. Like Adi Shankaracharya might have been using that way to go to Kollur. I don't know, but there is a. They told there is a tunnel from Kodajadri Hill towards Kollur. That was very uh, like interesting, because many Western that is foreigners tried to go inside the cave, and they still didn't find the ending of the cave, but they came back because the oxygen level was too less in that cave, and that's why they came back. But surprisingly, there was no end to that cave, and that's why it was very interesting. Maybe Adi Shankaracharya, along with his disciples, might have been using that tunnel for going here and there. And there are also ganas, like in the Mulasthana of the Devi. There are ganas like Simmaraya, Siddheshwara, and three ganas were there: Siddheshwara, Simmaraya, and Kala Bhairava. So Kala Bhairava. So three ganas we saw along with the Devi's Mulasthana. It was very interesting. Have you been to those places, that cave and all?
Yes, when Devi calls, that's when you go to Mookambika. If the calling does not come, it does not happen. But um, most of the time, when I've heard the profound experience of people have is when they go to the Kudijadri Hill. Sometimes what I've heard is people get to see even their past life because there are moments there in that landscape of everything, right? Uh, it is just that everybody goes there and they get some kind of experience. And I'm sure it's very common for everybody to go there.
Mm,
Not simply call it the good. And very interesting you talked about the cave because I have heard of people who have told me that they have wandered around and they have reached near to the
mm,
temple when they got near to that cave. And I have always felt it's Devi who herself guides people to come to,
mm,
and Shankaracharya and of course his disciples. When you go to the it does not happen that you are consciously are now walking through and you're reaching that Kollur place. It's mother who guides.
mm,
So there are a lot of other caves like that in that area.
mm, mm,
Administration rights, I mean, approvals to go there.
mm.
But I have been to those places, but longing is to go again. Maybe when I am there next time, I definitely want to be there
Yeah,
to the hill. Lot of things have changed there from what I've realized. You cannot
true.
go to certain places anymore.
Yeah, the tourist guide, that is Praveen Anna, who had a homestay near the down the hill. He told that there is a cave beyond that Ganesha Guha where people go directly to the samadhi state, like where it's like very high concentrative power lies there, and that has been closed by the government for some reason. And when I asked what is the reason for closure, uh, he he didn't have an explanation. So we still don't know why that cave is closed. Do you know any reason why that is closed?
there has been some accidents and incidents that has happened,
mm,
and and the government had to really due to some of this also because when you Mukambika used to be a very spiritual place where people used to go, but then you also get commercially, it becomes a commercial place after a
mm,
while. So
mm,
from what I understood was at some point of time, the government, there were some of those concerns that was brought up by some organization related to the temple itself.
mm,
And so the government had to really go back and put a lid to some. But what I've also known is that some people still go there, but
mm,
they either get some approvals from some places
mm,
or they have good connections. But what I really know, these places have some significance. Um,
mm,
and a friend of mine who visited one of those places, which has been, which needs some kind of an approval, when he went to a certain, there was a very big, profound change. He had some kind of glimpses of
mm.
mother. So
And also, I drank the panakam that you recommended. That is
yeah,
at in the evening time around 6:45, 7:15 p.m. They give one panakam full. It'll be sweet and like pepper wala spice will be there in that. Very good. It was like very energetic vibe.
very, very healthy because they make it a special roots.
Mm,
And what I've understood is that you cannot take it home or you cannot keep it for long. It'll get spoiled.
mm.
A lot of people come with big bottles and all,
Yeah,
thinking that they can take it back and preserve it. Doesn't
yeah,
happen.
but the priest doesn't give in big bottles. Like we took this kind of steel bottle, and he told cannot give. So he gave in a small cup, like a small steel cup they give, so that we drink it
S- s-
directly.
See that is also something which happens. You went with few friends, I assume.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes it just happens that you will find, and I had a friend who told me this. He used to go to Mokampika. He never knew about this Panakam. And one
Mm,
day just happened that he went alone and he had
mm,
sort of experience. Someone just called
mm,
him and asked him, does he know what a Panakam is? He said no.
mm,
They brought him to a special place where they gave him a big bottle of Panakam. And
mm,
that's why he says everybody gets different experience. Mother gives a very different experience at the temple to different devotees.
mm,
When you are in a group, sometimes you don't get that. It's just
mm,
not your the cumulative energy of people you are with, right? But
yeah.
that's why I told you you should try going alone next time, and you
Hello.
will see a very different experience.
Yeah, truly. And also there was a Veerabhadra temple near the Mukambika temple where there is one young priest who with coconut he removes all your dosha and tough he hits it on that coconut grating machine or something, and it feels like literally it feels like so many baggages have been removed by that Veerabhadra. Maybe he's the protector of that Devi temple or something.
Correct, correct. There is a very strong. Somewhere Mukampika has got temples, which is like the guardian.
Mm,
Kshetrapalaka likes, sometimes we have also mentioned this in the videos. There are Kshetrapalakas there, and those temples are very powerful because, um, especially I've heard of people who have skin problems, and when they get go to Mukampika, they also get this kind of a um, mm, intuition that there is a temple, you need to go to this temple. And I have known about this temple which you just went. That temple people go after going to Devi. They get a very different, profound experience there because sometimes they go with some kind of skin issues and all that.
mm,
They they get cured.
mm,
That's what I've heard. I've not been to that temple myself, but
mm,
I've heard from a friend of mine really longing to
mm.
go to that temple.
Truly. And Mukambika Devi is like guarded by so many other deities. Like near her, there is I forgot the form of the Ganapati. There is something starting with M, and it's Ganapati, and there is like Hanuman, Vishnu, and so many forms of Shiva uh, in that like behind the temple. There are like small goodies full of ganas. I forgot the names of the ganas, but it's like surrounded by all the ganas and protectors, and it's very uh, like fun to go like one temple after another, like jumping from one temple to the other. Yeah.
That temple is known for kala, right? For anybody who's very creative.
Mm.
Uh, Creative forms,
Mm.
especially from Kerala. There's a big crowd down there.
Mm.
Countless people who go to Mookambika whenever you want to start something new, creative. Mother bestows all the boons, and like you said, there are other bhagwans there too. And I've heard that everybody has different energies in terms of why people come there for. But anybody who comes there also gets what they ask for with their true heart. Maybe it's
Mm.
not Devi, but it's other deities also, because Mukambika is, while mother bestows all the boon related to creativity and all that, there are other ganas of mother who
Mm.
also, assist her in giving boons for people who come with other requests.
True. And she's also told that she's the incarnation of the all the three goddesses together. That is
Correct.
Mahakali, Saraswati, and
So
Mahalakshmi
in the
together.
in the morning, mother bestows the form of Saraswati,
Oh.
and then she becomes Lakshmi,
Mm.
and then she becomes Durga towards the evening.
Oh.
There is a significance of this temple is related to another temple in Kerala called Chotanikara.
Mm.
It is said that when Shankaracharya was going with mother, because um, if I'm not wrong, it's Chamundeshwari mother. Shankaracharya wanted to bring mother to Kerala because Kerala was going through some form of difficulties at that point of time. So it seems that he requested mother to come with him to Kerala, and she said, "I'll come with a condition that
Mm. Mm.
He, so he said, okay. So he started walking in front. Mother was walking behind, and mother's, the bracelet, the leg bracelet. So he could hear her that noise, and he was very satisfied that mother is behind him, and so he's not looking back. He walks. At that point, when he reaches Mukampika, he does not hear any more sound.
Mm.
So he's worried whether mother is still with him or not. So he turns back, and so she says, "You broke your promise, so I will stay here."
Mm.
But then he also so they build a temple there, but he says, "Mother, I still need you to come to
Mm.
Kerala," because Kerala was going through some difficulty at that time.
Mm.
She says, "I will come, but in the morning in the morning I will be in Chotanikara. Then I will come when the puja at Mukambika begins. I'll come to Mukambika." So that is what, when I go to Chotanikara, that is what I see.
Mm.
Devi in form of three, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Durga. And they say when they begin their, because Kerala temples open at 4 o'clock.
Mm.
So when they finish their puja right at the time, the Mukambika starts.
Mm.
Anyway, this is what they say. But when I spoke to the priest at Mukambika, he said, no, it's nothing like that. So
Mm.
why I'm saying that is because people in Chotanikara like to connect that story,
Mm.
and it's there. If you go and ask people in Chotanikara, they would say that's how mother came. Mother goes to Mukambika from there.
Mm. True. And
You've not been. You're, yeah.
it feels like
So
The Mukambika Devi, like after fighting Mukasura in Kodachadri Hill, it's as if she um, Like she wanted to stay nearby only. Like she didn't want to go far. So she made that plan like Adishankar, such that Adishankaracharya will look back and uh, she will establish near the Kollur itself. Maybe she had different
Correct.
plans for Kerala.
She does. If you go to Kerala, like West Bengal, Kerala has temples of Mother everywhere,
Mm,
Bhadrakali, and it's filled with all those temples with Mother, especially. And this is what I would say. If you come to Kannur, which
mm,
is which is where not very far from where you are, but um, the temples down there are very much. mm, it's very powerful from that sense, right? You would get that intuition very far away,
mm,
because they still follow the same kind of rituals
mm,
as with the same kind of what has been said by Shankaracharya. But what I'm just trying to state is that the mother's temple in Kerala is so much. You go to every nook and corner, you will see Devi's temple.
mm, true.
Yeah.
Um, but I see that like Kerala has been invaded many times by um, the Mughals, I guess, right?
No. From Mysore forces. So what happened was, this was the time when Tipu Sultan, and there was a time when
Mm,
Mysore was taken over by Tipu Sultan, Hyder Ali. So there was invasion. The Kerala was being invaded continuously by the forces from Mysore,
mm,
and a large portion of Kerala was converted into Islam during that invasion.
mm,
Especially some towns were just ruthlessly converted like that. Especially you Palak, if you look at some places like Malappuram, even not very far from where you, uh,
mm,
uh, the the place where you are, Mangalore is bordering Kerala. There's a lot of those were the areas
mm.
which got invaded and converted. Yeah.
Oh, oh,
But
so it
those
was
temples
Tipu.
really, yeah, but those temples are very powerful temples. I mean, I think you told me once about a temple you went closer to Mangalore, to Kerala
Manjeshwar.
side, Kerala border, Manjeshwar.
Mm,
Those temples are very, very powerful temple, very profound. Those temples, like, still, even though they are in those areas where you won't have so much people coming in, but those temples,
mm.
very significant temples.
Yeah, and whenever I visit Manjeshwar, I feel sad also because it's like surrounded by so many like masjids and like for and people, the amount of people carrying the palanki of Ananteshwar is like few, and it saddens like because all the young generation, whoever is born there, are like shifting to cities like Bengaluru, Mangalore, and US and all that. And there, to hold the Palanki itself, the population is less when compared to cities like Mangalore, where to hold Palanki, there are like everyone competes to hold Vishnu's Palanki. But in Kerala, it's like very few people hold, and it saddens like to see that itself, like full of converted people, and the whole there are like rickshaws going with 10 people inside one rickshaw. That's so new to watch. Like from Mangalore, once you cross that Mangalore to that Kerala border, it's like a different world itself. The beach is full. Dirty. Like there is near Manjeshwar, there is a beach, and it's full thrown with plastic bottles and so many things. And it's like the mother nature of that border, right? Is so sad. Like I can like whoever enters that Manjeshwar border can feel the sadness of the mother itself because of the way they treat the that land. Uh, but I feel like deeper in Kerala, it is better, right?
Who else can plan all this happening? It's mother herself, right? When she
Mm,
wants to be isolated, when she wants to be alone, she does all this. So I'm not surprised why, but some temples you it is just a priest, and I since I know some priests
Mm,
even one Hindu left. So, but there is a temple there, and for that significance, that temple has, and people who the priests who are there, they tell me how powerful the mother is there in that
mm,
temple. Though
mm,
there are not many people, right?
mm,
And I heard it from him. He said that this is the perhaps the plan of mother herself. When she wants to be alone, she decides how she wants to be alone, right? So, but as you come into Kerala,
mm,
which is
mm,
one of the richest, the richest temple in
mm,
the world. So yeah, every temple has its own significance, has its own story,
mm,
and has a tale associated with it, whether it's a tale or it's true. But in a fact, all these temples like Guruvayur,
mm,
Guru, have you? You're not been to Guruvayur, but I'm sure a lot of people are. Uh, it's Guru and Vayu
mm,
who got in the water because Krishna himself used to worship that idol. That this idol should be brought and taken to a place
mm,
and should be installed there.
mm,
And Guru and Vayu are the ones. So they are the ones who actually went. Uh, so Vayu is the one who took the idol and brought it, and they installed it in a place which is Guruvayur. And
mm.
Guruvayur is that famous Krishna temple there.
Uh-huh.
So again, every temple has its own significance, you know.
Yeah.
So
Like you said, the deities want to test the people in Kerala. Like whoever is staying near them, uh, the deity wants to test their loyalty, test their because many people after seeing the locality, like the neighborhood, they get scared. They go to safer places, uh, like towards Karnataka or towards wherever um, they feel safe. But the priests there, even though the majorities other of are of others, they they stay strong. That is, they don't go anywhere. They don't go to safer places. They tell, I'm safe where Devi is there, so no need to. Even if they get what they get disturbed by the other communities, they will stay strong. So that is their loyalty towards Devi. Maybe Devi wants to test her
mm,
devotees there. Yeah.
correct. No, if you go back and look at years back, all those people who perhaps even are converted had hair. The
Mm,
way I look at it is, it is just a name and religion, right? All right, I am Islam or I am Hindu, but there is an association with these deities, not just in this life. You
mm,
have been born before you are connected to these
true.
deities. For a reason, mother wants, everybody has a reason why they even are staying closer to a temple.
Yeah.
So temple, they have connection with us. Sometimes takes a bit time to go through multiple lifetimes to maybe
Mm,
see that. But it's the mother herself who's
mm,
testing, right? Like you said.
true.
So uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
So truly, like you said, when we were animals, or when we were like something lower than a human, we always had the blessing of the mother and all the deities. And also some humans who were some humans who were devotees of the mother might have taken care of us. Like for example, in let's say Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, like some humans might have taken care of us when we were dogs, cats, or cows. And those humans are like now transcended. In the Kali Yuga, they have become astral beings, and those astral beings are trying to help us out because they missed their animals. Like they, like we were their pets before, and they miss their pets. It's like after you miss the pet, even if you are reincarnated in the astral or causal plane, you will come back to earth to see how your dog is doing, how your cat is doing. So the astral being might they might help us, to strengthen the connection with the deity, because whenever they were
Absolutely.
praying, that is when we were animals and when those humans were praying to the deities, we were also eating maybe the prasad given, and we might have that blessing. And that's why now we are trying to connect with those deities again, and those astral beings are like helping us. They're coming in our dreams or during meditation sessions, and they're helping us connect with those deities which we used to eat prasad from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rightly pointed out in your last video about causal beings, right? When we were causal, when from then on, Sadashiva
Mm,
was the eyes of Vishnu, and then the more vibration happened, further went down, further desires, further desires. But and one of the things, especially when we go through this sadhana, um,
mm,
when you finish your um, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, you are in your Manomaya Kosha, you will always start seeing these beings are there to assist you. They come out, they show you the path because you had a root desire. And that root desire was the time when you were in the Vishnu, the causal form. You had a root desire. It's just about identifying what that root desire is. And like you rightly pointed out, everybody will have their root desire when they first why they came into this and started having more and more desire. It's just about identifying that root desire. And if you know that root desire is just about first getting into what you are in this birth for, and you identify that, then it becomes much easier to go through the sadhana. And every
mm,
time the test will happen, but the test is just to help you out. Things will
mm,
become like we said, Sadashiva, every time when the Shiva Tattva comes in, that's where the test happens,
mm.
right? And the Devi Tattva just takes you to the next level. Is She's
Mm,
just there as a but is the
mm,
Shiva Tattva who's coming there. And these beings many times, especially the Manomaya and Vijnanamaya Kosha, that's when exactly when you start seeing, you can
mm,
start seeing that journey where you are, why you are here on this earth, right?
mm.
So, like you said, these beings come and help you out around the time, but you just
True,
have to continue to strive, right?
truly. And yeah, many people pointed out that video is lagging. So the reason is because Vijay is in the temple and not at home. So that's why the video is lagging. And also, Vijay told that he has to go back to serve the priest. So, Vijay, before ending this live, do you have anything to say to the audience?
No, that 18 months, I would just tell everybody that this, from my own experience of having almost completed this program, I can just tell you that you just have to trust the process. Believe in ensuring that whenever you are trying to, the mantra that has been initiated to you, you just have to ensure that you continue to work on chanting and ensuring that till the time you're able to chant it in a way which Aditya did test me a couple of times towards the end, asking me to chant a couple of times, right? And we found out many of these things, mistakes, but I realized that that was much needed because you have to go through the process. The more early you spend your effort in doing this every time, the more you become in your chanting, the more it's easier for you to go through the process. So this 18 months have really been a very profound experience, and I can just be very grateful to where I am. It's all Bhagwan who has really got me to, uh, you know, to meet up with Aditya and go through this program. So everybody must be really going through the same thing, experience as I've gone through. So I'm very grateful, Aditya. Nothing else more to share, sir.
Okay. And before ending the live, can you tell us about your experience of the Atma Bija? That is, you have been initiated with Tripura Sundari mantra. So, what has been your life change? Like, how it has affected your mind and body when you started chanting this Atma Bija?
Yeah. So we discussed about identifying your root
Mm,
cause, why how the vibration starts. Sadashiva comes into your being and then starts Atma Bija. When I started chanting, it just made me understand what Maya is, to stay out and say, okay, this is what
mm,
Maya is. And stay situated in a place where you're able to see
mm,
Maya and you know it is
mm,
Maya. And but you don't want to play with the Maya. So you have an option to go back and whether you want to be part of the Maya. So that is giving me that kind of an experience now where I'm able to just sit
mm,
and
mm,
look in front and say, okay, this is the world.
mm,
And you can either world where you want, just gives me the ability to ensure,
mm,
and it's there for a
mm.
reason. So I know it's a loaded answer, but
Oh yeah, truly it was helpful to the other sadhaks, your time, your experiences. Thank you for sharing your experience, and we will meet again in the live maybe after you complete all the 18 months and you have progressed in your Kundalini awakening. That is, after the 18 months, you yourself are your own guru. That is, you have to use these mantras to benefit yourself. That is, you decide when to go out of Maya, when to stay in the Maya, how to help people. Like, you are the guru uh, for your own decision making, and you have to use these mantras for the good of the society and plus you also. So that this is a very big test after the 18 months. So 18 months is just learning the mantras, like how to chant properly, how to get it inside your consciousness, inside your Kundalini. But the real test comes after the 18 months, because that is when you decide, are you gonna stay in this world and help people, or are you gonna achieve samadhi and explore the astral or causal planes. So the real test begins after the 18 months. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
but it also gives you that ability to understand what you want to do, right?
mm,
There is a way where all have our own reasons.
mm, mm, mm,
Every experience is all about others, not about us anymore. You get into that space where you then start thinking about everybody.
mm, mm, true.
This program has also helped get into that
Mm,
bhava.
truly. So, thanks, Vijay, for sharing all your experiences. And we will meet for the next live whenever you're at your home. And thanks for joining very much. And everyone, all the Project Kali subscribers, will meet for the Bengaluru meetup on January 11th, 2026. Everyone, do come for the Bhadrakali initiation. The mother is waiting to enter your life, and it will be in Bengaluru, Pavandama, Ragigudda, Sri Prasanna Anjaneya Temple. Uh, And thank you, Vijay, for all the contributions. And we'll meet in the next live. Yeah. Jai Mahakal.